Hi guys, my name is Portia. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my new subscribers. You guys, I really appreciate you guys joining me on this journey. So today's video, so it's going to be a part one. Going to be a two-part video telling you guys what questions you should be preparing to answer for your interview. So many of you guys have been messaging me on Instagram, letting me know that you've gotten an invite to interview, and now you're like, okay, so how do I prepare, or what should I look out for? So this is going to be part one. In this video, I'm going to give you guys three questions, personal questions that you absolutely should be ready to answer. And then part two, I'm going to give you three clinical questions that you absolutely should be ready to answer. Okay, and if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned. Okay guys, congratulations to all of you guys who have gotten invites to interview. That is a great milestone, so congratulations on that. Okay, so first question, you guys should already know this, but the first question that disclaimer, I'm not 100% sure that these questions will be asked. However, you should be prepared to answer them. Okay, so my dog is playing with her toy, so sorry about the noise. Okay, so question one, tell me about yourself. Okay guys, so the best way to answer that question, this is what I did. So like I told you guys before, I took out the time and I researched possible questions that would be asked for an interview, and I wrote answers or typed up answers, printed it, and I studied like I was studying for an exam. So for tell me about yourself, for that question, is tell them, okay, why you're interested in becoming a CRNA, how your skills and your experience makes you a good candidate, and why is it now? Why now in life or now in your career are you deciding to go to graduate school and to become a CRNA? So for me, like you guys may or may not know, I did med surg about 1.5 years before going to the ICU. So I bridged the gap between how skills from med surg and step down made me a great candidate for ICU. And I talked about how the ICU had shaped me and kind of like guided my path towards becoming a CRNA. Okay, so to answer that question, you don't want to sit there and tell them exactly what's on your resume. You kind of want to put it all together and put your resume all together, that your skills and your experience make you a great candidate for a graduate student and also a safe and competent CRNA. Okay, that was question one. Okay, so question number two is, tell me your strengths and weaknesses. This question was actually very hard for me to figure out how to answer. So I had to do some research on it and watch some like interview prep videos on YouTube, because I feel like for the most part, all of us can pretty much talk about what we need to work on, right? So for this question, the trick is take a weakness and revise it into how it became a strength, okay? Like for example, let's say your weakness was reading EKGs when you became an ICU nurse, but you took classes, you sat with your charge nurse or more experienced ICU nurses, and they helped you learn how to read them better and gave you tips, and you were able to notice when your patient went into, I don't know, something, like, so take a weakness, turn it into a strength. That was how I had to answer the part about my weaknesses. And for your strengths, honestly, come up with strengths that correlates to the CRNA profession, like detail-oriented, competent team worker, independent thinker. So number three, the third thing is, how do you handle stress? Seem very straightforward. And I agree, it could be. However, answer it in a way that you talk about acute stress versus long-term stress, because the stress that you deal with at work is not the same stress that you would deal with in a graduate program, right? Because because work is only 12 hours in a different atmosphere, you're dealing with different stressors, whereas in school, this is going to be consistent for 2 to 3 years. So talk about how you deal with stress in an acute environment like work, and how you would handle stress in something long-term like school, okay? That's how you answer that question. So guys, that was it. Just a short video on how to answer those 3 questions. Okay guys, so like I said, it's not a guarantee that you'll be asked those questions, but you should know or be prepared to answer those 3 questions. Okay, so I will see you guys later for part 2. Bye.